Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please inform me if you have any problem from your side. As you see today, we have a topic, and the topic is Jesus never said he is God. Allah, he said he is God. You know, since I was a kid, I used to suffer from things around me. And one of the things I used to suffer from is stupidity. Stupidity is amazing. And the first thing you notice in a stupid person is his questions. His questions. And today we'll show you a very clean sign of a stupidity. You see, when somebody he say 10 reasons Jesus cannot be God. 10 reasons. What comes to your mind is to believe that those people believe in reasoning. Because yes, the title says 10 reasons. So if you believe in reasoning. So if you believe in reasoning, let us study reasoning, my friend. So what is the reason to believe Allah is God? Because he will give me a lot of women who they are naked waiting for sex. That is a reason to believe is God. And it's a promise we never saw if it's going to happen or not. What is the reason to believe that Allah is God? Because you do not know how he created the baby, or maybe because you don't remember which one he created first, the stars, the sky, or the earth and the trees and the water. What is the reason to believe Allah is God? Because he's a sexual God who promised me a private part will never go soft or limp. When you speak about reasoning and you are a Muhammadan, do you believe really in reasoning? What is the reasoning that a baby child, if he is born in Islam, he might goes to hell still? Why? Because Allah he decreed where he will go before he created him. What is the reasoning when Allah he says if you don't commit sin I will destroy you? I find it very funny when a Muslim speak about reasoning. Very funny and very silly. Now I'm going to open my Skype, and if you are a Muslim, Abdulism, I mean a Muhammadan, I mean a person who believes in reasoning, I want you to call me and give me one reason to believe Allah is God. And by the way, when the Muslim they say that Jesus is not God, and nowhere he said that, I mean from the first verse in the Bible to the last verse is speaking about Jesus being God. And this is one of the reasons to believe that this God, Allah, he made you lose your mind. Even the Quran says that the Christian believe that Jesus is God. So how the Christian believe that Jesus is God if Jesus never said he's God as you claim? I mean, that's stupid by itself. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody believe in somebody, but that somebody don't him himself, he did not say he is what he is, or what he claimed to be? So when you Muslim believe in Allah, the first thing you see a Muslim speak about, he's proud. Okay, proud about what? We believe in monotheism. What does that mean? What does that mean? Monotheism. I have one zucchini in my house. Is that God? So if you believe in oneness of God, doesn't make you that supreme, you are better than others. Okay, let us say there's a guy who believes that he have 10,000 gods, but they are true gods. Maybe they are true. And you have one God, but your God is false. So what the difference going to make if it's one or two or three? The question is his God's true? Is your God is true? It doesn't matter how many there are. Secondly, the God of the Quran himself, he says if you want to have sex he will have partner from ourself. So how Allah is one but yet he will take partner from ourself? Is he a transgender? Is Allah having double sex? Because how he will have sex with himself? Because he said if we want to take a partner we will take it from within ourselves. And partner here is about a wife. The word in Arabic used is lahu. Lahu mean a female. In the Quran it shows a very savage language actually. because the word lahu means fun. So if we want to take a fun, women for Allah is a fun. It's not even a wife. He didn't say if I decide to take a wife. He said if I want to take a fun. My Skype is open. If you are a Muslim who believe that Allah is God, well, here we go. Show me how Allah can be God. From the first page in the Quran to the last page of the Quran, I see nothing but jokes. This is God talking. The funny, the Muslim, they say nobody can make Quran like the Quran. So why Uthman burned all the other Quran if the Quran is one Quran? And why Umar, he says Allah, he agreed with me in 3 things, 10 things, 5 things, there's many stories, which mean Allah, he took the words of Umar and he make it Quran as it is. And why the Arab, they laugh at the Quran? And isn't it you Muslim, you say that the Arab, they kicked Muhammad from Mecca, which means the Quran was not really something even to acknowledge as something unique. So who is a Muslim would like to call me and show me something good in this book to prove to me that Allah is God? I do not need, by the way, to prove to you that Jesus is God, because you Muslims, when you debate me if Jesus is God or not, you just admitted that Jesus is so high to the point we are debating about him being God. You see how good is Jesus? He is so good to the point mankind debating, is he God? That's how good he is. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it this alone for us as a Christian to be so proud about the Messiah? That a pagan like the followers of Muhammad, they come to us and they want to debate us if Jesus is God or not, but they cannot really put him down, for he is so high, he is so unique, he is so beautiful, he is so wise, not so stupid like the Quran words. Go open any page from what Jesus says in the Bible and open any page of what Allah said in the Quran, and you will die laughing to comparing between them. We cannot do that. So from the title of the debate, when the Muslim debating us about if Jesus is God or not, that's mean Jesus is the winner already. The title itself is proving who is Jesus. Jesus is so high, so noble, so unique, so beautiful, to the point we are debating about what? We are not debating about him being man or not. We are not debating about him being good or not. We are not debating about him being a prophet or not. We are debating about him being God or not. That's how good he is. So to make it simple and clear, we are debating about Christ, who is so good to the point people believe is God, and some they are not sure. And Muslims, they are blindly following my man, his name is Muhammad, who never met Jesus, who have no ethical value. Muhammad is a very horrible man. I mean, if you go and see what he said, what he did, from marrying children to raping women to kidnapping to asking for money, you know, torturing people, putting nails in the eyes of people, cutting hands, asking his son to divorce his wife so can he have her in the bed. I mean, name one thing about Muhammad. Is even the Muslims accuse him that he's stolen underwear. So how we can compare? Even his followers accuse him that he is a thief, he stole clothing. Which means I cannot trust Muhammad if I'm a Muslim to come to my bedroom, because he will take 2 things from my bedroom, either my underwear or my wife. Based on Islamic reference, not based on my stories. Muhammad, he go to the house of his own son, he find the wife alone, he flirt with the wife. Allah make a verse for him saying, why you hide what you have in your heart? I mean, come on, you want the woman. Have you ever heard of a God encouraging a man to flirt and to date and to express his lust to his own son wife. That is Allah. And Allah said to him, why Muhammad, you are hiding what is in your heart for this woman? Why you say to your son, keep your wife? Huh? Why? But you want her. Have you ever heard of a disgusting ethical like this? So when you speak about Muhammad being a prophet and Allah being God, you need to explain to me how Allah can be God, but yet he encouraged a man to go after his own son wife. You see, the God of the Bible, when David he commit sin and he went after a wife of someone else, God he put all his his anger on him, and David was crying for God, asking for forgiveness. In the Quran it is the opposite story. We don't care how Muhammad look like. This is silly. Let us be adult, please. How Muhammad look like, who care? How Jesus look like, we don't care. But we have to take into consideration, because Islam is a racist cult, Islam focus in Muhammad as a white man. This is why if you go in the hadith, you will see the Muslims speaking about the whiteness of his belly button, the whiteness of his underarm. I mean, have you ever heard of such a cult like this? Because it's a white supremacist cult. For us, I don't care really if Jesus is an Asian or he is an African or he is in a Middle Eastern as a look. He is my Lord, doesn't matter. He is the Lord of all. If Jesus is an African, he is a black, he came as a black person, he is not my Lord. Absolutely he is. So what is the look of Jesus? We don't care, but Muslims they care. This is why actually there's a hadith that says the one who say the prophet is a black, kill him. The one who says the prophet is a black, kill him. No court, no question. Just for saying that, you will be killed. Do you see the whiteness? I mean, what this hadith is about? If those people are not racist, why I need to know how the whiteness of what? What is the whiteness is showing? Ah, brother, this is a proof that he's a prophet. Brother, under his arm is white, brother. Absolutely, he must be a prophet. And tons of stories like this. The whiteness of his belly button, the whiteness of his legs, the whiteness between his legs. I mean, you name it. And then we find even the Quran as a racist book, speaking about Allah making all non-Muslims black and all Muslims white. Is that true? Is that true? Allah will make us black and white. The bad ones are the black according to Muhammad, and the white ones are the good ones according to Muhammad. That is disgusting. Isn't it Muhammad who said that Allah created the white people to go to heaven and he created the black people to go to hell? Am I lying? Is there is any Muslim want to say this is a lie? And then the Muslim, they will quote for you something, it's called the last sermon, which is there's no proof of it. It's a total fabrication because it's totally against the Quran. Any Muslim? Until now, we have no Muslim trying to contact us. How sad. Who of you have the link about the hadith of Muhammad saying that black people will go to hell and white people will go to heaven? Don't forget to post it down in the text in the chat later or in the comment so people can see how this is in the world can be from God. Muhammad definitely black? No, Muhammad was not black. I don't like silly comment. Where do you get this from? How he's a black? Arab are not a black. I mean, come on. What's wrong with people? How he is an Arab and he is black? You know, like there is some people in America, they call themselves like the Nation of Islam, whatever. I mean, this is a racist cult movement like Muhammad, but it's based on racism like Muhammad. So they claim that Muhammad was a black. How is a black as an Arab? I am an Arab. I never saw an Arab man, he is black. Never. Arab are in Asia, which means we are Asian. In the top of that, we are not black. Black are people, they are from Africa. As simple as that. However, for me, I am not rejecting Muhammad because of his color. It's the same reason I accept my Lord, not because of his color, but because of what he is about. If Jesus is black, he is still my God. If he is Asian, he is my God. If he is a white, he is my God. Doesn't matter. Jesus is born between the Jews, so he should be look the same as the Jews. As simple as that. If Jesus was born in the Philippines, he will look Filipinos. What's the problem? But as you see here, we have a God who believe that good people are white and bad people are black. And this is absolutely disgusting. Me, myself, I met a lot of wonderful black people who they are amazing and they are very trustworthy. There is bad and there is good between everybody. I went to Asia, I saw a lot of Asian wonderful people. But is it mean that Asian, all of them, they are wonderful? No. Is it mean all the white people are wonderful? No. Or the black? Everywhere there's bad and there's good. Racism, my friend, is a disease and it's against Christianity. However, it's not against Islam. Even though Islam tried to present itself as it is a religion, make all mankind united. But the fact, as you see, even Allah himself, he claimed that the white ones are the good ones. If there is any Muslim here would like to prove me wrong, please feel free. Any Muslim? Nobody? Look like we are short of Muslims these days. Hmm? And one of the funny things about Muslims that they take what is in their religion and they place it on us. As an example, the Muslim, they say Christians are pagan, but we are not the one who kiss a black stone. We are not the one who believe that the black stone is the right hand of God. It is Islam. It is not us who go around the Kaaba. It is not us who pray in the direction of the Kaaba. It is Islam. Allah Messenger, peace be upon him, said, yeah, right. What he said. Allah created Adam when he had created him, and he struck his right shoulder, and there emitted from it white offspring, as if they were ants, white ants. So this is how Allah created the white people. Science. This is science. And he struck his left shoulder, and there emitted from it the black offspring, as if it were charcoal. Then he said, to those who've been emitted from the right shoulder, for paradise. Who is the one from the right shoulder? The white ones. And I don't mind. And then he said, to those who have been emitted from his left shoulder, go to hell, and I don't mind. And this is your Islamic website, and this is your hadith, and this is Jami' al-Tirmidhi hadith 38, and this is the link, so Muslim will not say we are making things up. Here we go. I will post it in the chat. How many of you will save it? How many of you will save it, even will take a snapshot? Because I will not be surprised if the Muslims take this hadith from their website. How many of you promise to save it so you can share it around? I hope you people will do, because later you will text me, say, Christian Prince, can you give me this reference? Christian Prince, if you open my email, you will be scared. Honest to God, I get hundreds of emails where I can find this reference. So why I'm staying with you for hours and hours every day? That's mean what? You are sit and watch and listen, drink coffee and tea, and I'm posting a reference. Save them. Now it's time for saving. Here we need to understand something. Anyone notice where the white people are born from or made from? Anyone? Where the white people are made from? Anybody can tell me in the text? Let us see who is concentrating with me. The white people are from where? I'm asking because I want people to active with us and to remember later. Where is the white from the right shoulder? What the right shoulder mean? What the right shoulder mean? You see, you have here to take things into like a to deep study. This is not just a talk. This is a guy who claimed to be a prophet of God, and God told him that Muhammad was not there when Adam was created, right? So obviously he got this from God. God himself, he told him this information. So when Muhammad, he says the white people are coming from the right shoulder, do you know what does that mean? That's mean they are the right ones always. Very racist cult. So they are born from the right, and the black people, they are born from the left. So you are made wrong and they are made right. This is the point. Are you getting it? So this supremacist, white supremacist cult teach that a white one is because he's white, he's born from the right shoulder and he is born to go to heaven. That's what he's made for. He's white. Oh, you can tell me that this is God teaching. And how you go to African American or African or anyone or Asian and you say to them, oh, Islam is for everybody. Right? Are you sure Islam is for everybody? Are we making this a story? Is that our website? Is this something Christian Prince is fabricated? No. And if you join Islam and you are black, Muhammad, he have a solution for you. Allah will make you white. Actually, this is not the case. I'm just joking. The Quran says that Allah will make all bad ones black at the end of the day, which means black is the color of sin according to Islam. Do you remember when Muhammad he said, one of you once, or a Muslim, he said to me, I think, that okay, you say that Islam is a racist cult, but yet you said that we Muslims kiss the black stone. So how we are against black, yet our holy stone is black? That's a very good question, but this is based on ignorance. The black stone proven to us again that Islam is a very racist cult. Why? Because according to Islam, the black stone never was or been black. Rather than, or it was, let us find the hadith. It was very white, and the sin of mankind made him, or made that stone black. So again Muhammad confirming that white is the color of good and sin is the color of a black. Read it. The messenger of Allah said, the black stone descended from paradise, and it was more white than milk. Then it was blackened by sin of the children of Adam. So what this is teaching us, Muhammad saying that you do sin, you go black, and this is absolutely disgusting. How this sin, how this stone, which is whiter than milk, became black? Sin. So if you are not convinced that Islam is a racist stupid cult, because this is stupidity, by the way. First of all, who in the world will believe that there is a stone, and this is stone sent by God, and this is stone, when we kiss it, it suck our sin, and then it turn from white to black? Because that's mean that sin is something physical. Correct? That's literally stupid. That's literally stupid. And to believe in such a thing, I feel sorry for you. That means you are stupid too. For this is cannot be true. Do we have any Muslim here have any comment? Anything you want to say? And here, by the way, I mean, when the Quran says that Allah created the white one from the right shoulder and the black one from the left shoulder, what about you, Asian? Where are you created from? Unbelievable. This God is super funny and silly. Christian priest, they wear black. This is a tradition, have nothing to do with religion. Christian priest, Jesus never wear black, never wear, wear normal clothes. Those, priests, they wear clothes. Everybody wear his own clothes, whatever. Churches, they have a tradition, and they mostly they keep the same clothes of what they used to wear before. It's a tradition thing. But black and white clothes have nothing to do with religion. Do we have any Abdul want to say anything? Any Abdulism? Trump supporter, you are fake. What this? What our topic have to do with the Trump? You idiot. Somebody he been dropped by a jellyfish in the chat. What our topic have to do with the Trump? You donkey. Somebody told you that here we are talking about a guy, his name is Saint Trump. Actually, Trump always support Islam, and I will prove it to you. Here we go. He don't want to put any penalty in Turkey. His army in Saudi Arabia defending them. He is doing the same as Obama, arming the Mujahideen in Syria. He is an idiot, the same as the rest of the American. What we have to do with the Trump now? So you could not answer about your prophet, and now you switch to Trump. Trump, peace upon him. However, Trump is not like your prophet. At least he's not a child molester. He did not go and attack the neighbors and took their wives. What we have to do with the Trump? Leave it Trump alone. Here we are talking about God and religion. Any Muhammadan want to say something? What is God in Arabic? Is it Allah? No. God in Arabic, there's many words. There's Rabb, there's Ilahi, there is, but for us, Arabic, when we speak in Arabic, I'm sure you know when I say to me that in the Arabic translation Bible it says the word Allah. So what? This is translation. I can make a translation, call him Buddha, but that will not make the translation accurate. This is a translation. The question is, in the original Bible, do we have Allah? No. Do we have Allah in the Hebrew? No. Do we have Allah in the Aramaic? No. So this is a silly question. Secondly, our differentiation between God and not God is not because of the name of your God. A Muslim are very, very, very funny people. As an example, he have a donkey. He want to put a sign of Mercedes in the top of the donkey, and now he want to convince me that his donkey is Mercedes. You change the name of your donkey, you call him Mercedes, still is a donkey. So our problem with your God is not because of his name, but because he is a donkey. And the proof in front of you in the screen. Let us say, for the sake of argument, you Muslim, you change the name of your God and you call him Jehovah, the same as Jehovah's Witnesses. Still you are a cult. Jehovah's Witnesses are no Christian and they will not be saved, but yet they call their God Jehovah. So what? Still they are not Christians and they are not saved. So you tell me the name of your God. Who care about the name of your God? And by the way, the name of your God is not Allah, it is Lah. But because you're ignorant, you do not know. And if we ask you what the word Allah mean, you will say Allah knows best. As long as you mention to me the name of your God, can you tell me what Allah mean? You do not know. Why? Because simply you are a pagan following a pagan religion. You carry the name from pagan people before you. What Allah mean? Who is a Muslim can tell me what Allah mean? They don't know. Potato, tomato. Who is Allah? What Allah mean? You do not know. And to prove to you that Allah is nothing but a pagan God, isn't it the Muslim they say that the Arab before Islam they were pagan? Huh? They say that, right? All Muslims, they say to us, the pagan of Mecca, the pagan of Mecca, the pagan of Mecca, but they will not tell you that the pagan of Mecca, they worship Allah. Exactly. But yet they are pagan. So Allah was one of many pagan gods. All of them, they worship Allah. And this is why the Quran called them mushrikun or mushrikeen. What does that mean? They associate gods with Allah. So Allah is one of the gods Hmm? What about Allah, the Lord of the two east and the two west? What about Allah do not know how the baby is created? What about Allah do not remember which one He created first, the stars or the trees and the water? So one verse He says the trees are first, and the other chapter He says the stars was first. Everything in the Quran is wrong. So when you say to me, I dare you, well, I dare you to call me, and we will do it live. I dare you, all of you, to call me, and we will do it here right now. What do you say, my friend? No, don't talk about the flying carpet, by the way. Flying carpet, because this is a, it's my family property now. My family, they bought it from Prophet Solomon, and my dad, he used it to carry his business equipment. You know, he was importing versions around the world. You know, he signed a contract with Allah. He have a manufacturer. He make versions from plastic, and he send them to Allah, and then Allah he breathed into them, and he made them fully creatures, women. A flying carpet can carry 600,000 chairs, and you are telling me, show me, I dare you. Prophet Solomon, he heard the speech of the ant. Since when the ants they talk? The ant they communicate, I agree, but they are deaf and they are mute. They don't talk, they communicate either by vibration or by chemical. But the Quran says he heard her speech. Or what about the verse we are seeing here, where Allah he says that Allah he told Moses there's a guy he was killed. Hmm? A guy he got killed. The Jews they come back to Suleiman, sorry, to Moses, and then they told him, you know, we don't know who killed this guy. So Allah told Moses, okay, get some beef and hit the guy with the beef, strike him, and he will wake up. He will come back. And this is how Allah he raised people from death. This is how Allah he raised people from death, by hitting them by beef. Have you ever heard? And then the Muslim they made an article saying heart massage. The guy was killed by the sword. You dummy, you liar. What heart massage? The guy is dead. He was killed, not his heart stopped. They make it about heart massage. Brother, do you know that the Quran speak about heart massage? Do you see heart there? Do you see the word massage there? It says beat him with the part of the beef, and the guy was slain. The guy, he don't have a heart attack. He been slain by a sword. I dare you, brother. Brother and sister, did a person say to me, I dare you to find anything is not correct in the Quran. And I agree with him. And I told him, brother, you get a point. You got 10 points. Actually, you get 100 points. Because the Quran is absolutely a miracle. And nobody has the Quran like the Quran. As an example, today we have ABI. And if somebody kills somebody, we call the police. And the police, they come and they ask a question. Who was here? Who was there? Do you have security camera? Do you have witnesses? Brother, Allah do not need witnesses. Allah told Musa, hey brother Musa, go to the butcher and get him some beef. And he got the beef. And he did start beating the cow. Oh, sorry, this is not the cow. This is what the sheep. And he hit the cow. And then, brother, the guy, he came back from life and he told them the one who killed me, his name is the Christian Prince. And he died again. And this is true story. And this is proven by scientifically. Actually, there's a scientist, his name Mayama Aidulai Yama from Japan. He said this is absolutely correct. And this is a very approved by science. And sister, thank you very much for asking the question. And next, please. And I'm sexy and you know it. What the heck? This is God. This is God. If this is God, what is stupidity is about? And then you bring me Zakir Naik. Or what about you bring me Mimi? Hey, silence me. Show me. Answer me. I thought he's a chocolate. He's going to melt in the stage. What the heck is that? Call me, I will silence you. Give me your Skype, I will call you. Let us see how good you are. Any Abdul? Any Abdulism? I speak like donkey. Well, I speak like donkey. I speak like camel. By the way, don't talk about donkeys. Your prophet, he have a conversation with his donkey. He asked him, do you like females? I mean, imagine, for the first time a human being, his name is Muhammad, speaking to an animal. He will ask him, do you like females? Even when he talked to animals, he speak about sex. And guess what? The donkey, his name is Yafur, and he was owned by a Jew, which means Muhammad, he stole the donkey after he killed the Jew. The donkey Yafur, he told him, I don't like females. What the heck? Is that true story or making things up? Any Abdul? Yeah, Abdul, you know, this donkey, you don't like females. I can't trust this donkey around. I cannot trust Muhammad. And not only that, just to show you the science of Allah and the science of his prophet. Donkeys and roosters, they have a special place for Allah. How? Read with me carefully. Abu Huraira, look like we have a zoo. Huraira mean the father of the cats. Abu Huraira. Abu mean father. Huraira, cats. You have cats. Abu Huraira reported that Allah Messenger saying, when you listen to the crowing of the cock, ask Allah for his favor, as it says angels. What the heck? And when you listen to the braying of the donkey, seek refuge in Allah from Satan, for it's seen as Satan. What? Like what? Brother, when Muhammad first time he saw An angel, isn't him who asked Khadija to tell him if he's an angel or not? And Khadija, she asked him to sit in the top of her and she did striptease. What about you ask the donkey? Bring a donkey. If the donkey start bearing, that's mean he is the shaitan. Or bring a rooster. I mean, what this story is about? That is science, my friend. And now I know why villagers, they have donkey and they have a rooster together. It looked like this is the alarm system. I need 4 donkeys to be in the 4 corners of my house. And 4 roosters, please. That is really intelligent. My friend, if you want to know if the shaitan is coming or not, you do not need any of this. Just to bring your mother-in-law, no angels will come by, and no shaitan will come by. Just to bring her home. I'm just joking. Hello? What the heck with this? This is a religion and this is a prophet? Look at the wisdom. Look at the wisdom. This is Muhammad. I think when Muhammad, when he used to walk, they used to put a tray under him because he drip wisdom. Honestly, he drip, and that, by the way, explain why the hadith says that the angel, he stuffed him with wisdom. Do you remember? He was stuffed by wisdom. He's not like others. He was stuffed, literally. They cut his chest and they stuffed wisdom. Here we go, the story here in front of you. They come here, brother, and they cut him. Jibril, he took a charge of him, brother. And they cut his chest. Jibril cut open from here to here, throat to his testicles. And then he took all the material out. What is the material? I will tell you. The engine, the jacuzzi, the turtle. I mean, there's a lot of things in the belly of the prophet. I mean, what material? Everything inside. Everything from his stomach and his chest. Actually, you know what? Why I'm wasting my time? Let me show you the cartoon. Because, you know, people, most of you are in my age. You are very young. And you do not understand unless you see something in images. Let me show you some of what happened exactly. So you might understand. Maybe you understand. This is a brother what happened. Isn't it a beautiful, brother? He took everything from his stomach and he washed it in the water of Zamzam. And then he put it back. And after he put it back, he brought a golden tray, contain a gold bowl full of belief and wisdom. Yes, brother. Yes, brother, in the Middle East, we buy wisdom in dishes. Not only we know how to make falafel, even wisdom we can make it for you as a dish, brother. And if you ask Zakir Naik about this, he will come for you with the golden tray explanation. Brother Titter, our prophet, he have a special kind of wisdom. And this wisdom, it cannot be found anywhere. And I cannot explain to you in any language, including Urdu. Because this is so beautiful. The end of the Jibril, he brought with him like a waitress or like a waiter. You go to the restaurant and you find somebody carrying a big tray, especially if you go to Mexico. They put it in the top of their head. And then, brother, he put it in the table. And get, brother, what in the table? Golden tray, brother, and it's full of wisdom and full of faith. And then, brother, he told the prophet, open your mouth. And the prophet, he did not open his mouth. So the Jibril, he stepped in his foot and he made him open his mouth violently. And this is why it explained to us that the first time the prophet, he saw the Jibril, he squeezed him. Obviously, he was trying to make open his mouth. And the prophet don't understand why. That's so deep. That's so deep. So he brought a dish of wisdom and belief. Even belief come in dishes. What do you want more? I mean, why you are not convinced with Islam? What's wrong with you? You should convert immediately. This is the only religion believe that God sent faith. Apologist. Thank you, Islam versus Humanity. Thank you for. Here we go. He gave me the word. This guy, he think I do not know what the word. Brother, we are the Arab. Brother, we are the one who taught you English. I think, brother. This Shakespeare. This is the real name of Shakespeare. He is not an English person. He is an Arab, and his real name is Shakespeare, and he's a Muslim. Even Shakespeare, even if Shakespeare is a Muslim, and his name is Shakespeare. This is what Al-Qaddafi said. True story. Anyone is famous, he die. After he died, they make him Muslim. Even Allah and Muhammad, he made Alexander the Great Muslim, and he put him in the Quran, and he made him the guy with the two horn. And why he have two horn? Anyone remember why? Have you ever heard of a god call somebody the guy with the two horn? Why? He's a goat. What's his name? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? The guy with the two horn? Maybe he's a cow. Maybe he's a deer. Oh, buddy. Oh, boy. Any Abdul? They are asking you about the man with the two horn. I will tell you about him. You're right. Allah is voluntarily, he is going to tell us about him. He's a historian, Allah. He is the best historian. How are you, Kevin? Say hello to the Serbian people. I love them, really. I love Serbian people. They are very, they are truly true men. I really support Serbian people. Heroes. Any Muhammadan? What do you think of Ibn Sina? I don't know who is Ibn Sina. There's Ibn Sina, there's this guy who call him Ibn Sina from history, and there's a guy supposedly have a channel. I don't know. Anyone? Somebody named, don't tell me somebody named, etc. He can call me. Call me. You know, all the Muslims want to debate me, but they cannot find me. And I am here live on air every day. I mean, do you see how hard it is to find me? My Skype is open, and yet the Abdulism followers, they cannot find me. Isn't it, this is fishy for you? You don't need to say, I want to debate. Call me. Should I play for you the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. So Jesus is God. When we say he's a son of God, simply we are talking about the person who is Jesus the Christ, who come down to this earth. That was it's meant by the Son of God. Let me ask you, according to the Quran, Jesus is a son of who? Who is a Muslim when I answer me? Who is the father of Jesus? Guess what? Even in this stupid Quran, Jesus is a son of God, and I can prove it very easy. Who is the one who made Mary carry a person? His name is Jesus. The Muslim will say right away, Allah. Okay. The one who made my mother carry me, he is my father. Who is the one who made Mary carry Jesus? The Muslims say Allah. So who is the father of Jesus in Islam? Isn't it silly to say he have no father? Oh, you will say he is the same Adam, you silly. No, not same as Adam. This is stupid statement, because Adam was created from dust, and the Quran says in chapter 25 verse number 54, وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصِهْرًا, and we made everyone after Adam from sexual relationship, everyone, which is exactly marriage. Was Jesus from marriage? No. So where he is coming from? Was Adam first man made? Should your God be is more old than Jesus? This is very silly of you, because you do not know the Bible. Christians, is it true that the Bible says that everything was made by him and for him, which is Jesus? Isn't it Jesus says I am the Alpha and the Omega? Isn't it Jesus says before Abraham I am? Which means the existence of Jesus have nothing to do with his birth. So my friend, because you're an ignorant, I feel sorry for you. I advise you to drink camel urine in the morning twice a day, and that will help you to understand better, because this is the recipe of your prophet, and I hope you will not say it's disgusting. And yet they say to us, where Jesus says I'm God, how he can be before Abraham? And not only that, isn't it Jesus, he said to the Jews, what do you say of Christ? They said he is a son of David. What Jesus said, what if he's a son of David, then how come David called him God? Call him Jehovah. Any Muslim can answer. Even David worshiped Jesus, the Christ. Hmm? Do we have any serious Muslim or only kids? Let us see what Jesus said. And I hope you will not cry for what Jesus said. It's very, very, very bad news for you. John chapter 8. Everyone read the chapter 8 of John, please. And you will see that Jesus saying, I am the living God, the light of the world. Whoever follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall find the light of life. He is the life, he is the Alpha, he is the Omega, he is the beginning, he is the end. And yet the dummy, they say to you, where Jesus says, I'm God, worship me. I am the living God. I am the living God. How many times Jesus need to repeat it to make a Muslim say, oh, I saw it in the Bible, Jesus says that. And then Jesus, he spoke to the Jews. What Jesus said to them, read. Before Abraham would exist, I am the living God. And actually this is why the Jewish, they wanted to crucify Jesus, because simply he's saying I'm God. Do we have any Muhammadan? Free, I understand you are so dead, but serious, I don't think so. If you are serious, call me. So I agree with you about you are so dead. By the way, have you ever heard of a cult that a person, he go in the grave and there's a three angels, they will come to him, they will ask him three questions. Who is your God? He say Allah. If you don't say Allah, will hit you with the hammer in your head. Is that religion? Is it true that your God Allah, Aka Muhammad said that Allah will torture you in the grave because of the piss? Piss? I hope that news will not piss you off. Is that true or making things up? Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable. Urination is the main cause of the punishment in the grave. Urination. People will be tortured in the grave because of urination. So why you drink camel urine? Hello? So Allah will not torture you because you rape, you kill, you steal. He will torture you because of urine? Well, what does that mean? You know, I did not read the message you wrote for me. I am illiterate like your prophet. Excuse me. Come back 2,000 years from now, I will learn, because now I am in process of being a prophet. Angel Jibreel will come and squeeze me 3 times. and no mayonnaise will come out. Have you ever heard of an angel? He do not know how to write, how to read, yet his God says to him, read. Either your God is a drunk, or he do not know that Muhammad do not know how to read. Hello. Yes, Hamba, I know. Muhammad, he tried to copy many things from the Bible. Jesus worship Allah as Muslim. He put his face on the floor. Okay, but you hold on. But you Muslim, you don't put your face on the floor. Do you know how the Jews they pray? The Jews they lay down in their face, you idiot. You don't pray like the Jews. You pray like the Hindus. Anyone who live in Asia, he knew how the Buddha specifically they pray. Actually, first time I attended into a Buddha with my camera, Buddha temple, I was shocked when I saw how the Buddha they pray. It's exactly as the Muslims. You don't pray like the Jews. And let me prove that to you. And that will prove to us that Muhammad is a false prophet again. Once your prophet was doing a funeral, the messenger of Allah, SAWSFMOOO, catch up, mayonnaise used to stand up and for a funeral, entered the corpse was placed on the grave. He used what? He used to stand up. So he do it always like this. Until the corpse is placed in the grave, a learned Jew, which means a rabbi, walked by and he said, this is how we do it. What Muhammad did? He said, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, act differently. Do you see it? You're a prophet. He's stealing from the Jews. When a Jew, he said to him, this is how we do it. You're a prophet. He said to himself, uh-oh, I got busted. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, act differently. You know, if he's a prophet of God, he will, and he prayed the same as the Jews. So what the problem? He will say, okay, this is how we do it too, because we worship the same God, bro. No, because he's a fake man. He changed it in a second. Because he's a scam. He got busted. The Jew, the rabbi said to him, this is how we do it. What if Muhammad was doing poo-poo when he was sitting down? What the prophet will do if a Jew, he says to him, this is how we do it. Muhammad, he will say, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, act differently. Like, what the heck? Why you don't give like, people? Muslims are giving me dislike, you see? Yeah, it says act differently, exactly. If Muhammad is a praying as a prophet of God, that's mean he learned this prayer from God. How you change it in a second just because a Jew, he said, this is how we do it. This is exactly what I'm saying. He said act differently. So when he found that he's praying the same as the Jews, Muhammad, he don't want that. Because that means clearly that he is copying them. So in a blink of an eye, he changed the prayer. How you do that? If you are a prayer, if you are a prophet of God. That said, this is how my God taught me how to pray it. So what? I'm not going to change it. I'm a prophet of God. But because he's a false prophet, who gave him the authority to change the way to pray? As you see, just because the Jew, he said this is how we do it, or what he said, this is how we do it. So if the Jew, he went inside the mosque and the Muslim praying like they are praying today, and he said this is how we do it, what the Muhammad will say? Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, act differently. Like what? This is our prophet of God and what they do. Anyway, my friends, look like we have no Muslims to call us, and as long the Muslims are not going to call us, I'm going to call myself and act differently. I will try tomorrow to be live on air as usual time, but today I made it a little bit late so we can have people from Indonesia, from Asia, and from America. But mostly tomorrow we will go afternoon on air. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord. Hey, Sahih Christian, how are you, my brother? Guys, this is an older friend. His name is Sahih Christian. This is a wonderful person. I know him. I don't know how many years. If I say 15, 16, 17, 18 years, I have no idea. You know, he used to come every day to my chat room when I was in Pal Talk, and I used to open my chat for 10, 11, 12 hours non-stop for tens of years, 10 years, maybe 10 years, 12 years. I'm not sure. So this was every day in Pal Talk, and we did a lot of a great job. A lot of people left Islam because of what we did, and it's really amazing how the Lord always bless us to meet the good ones. The Lord always, He will send in your way as long you are going in the right, straight, correct way. He will send the good ones to help you. He send help from everywhere. You don't know how the help come. You will not believe it. I don't ask for it, it come. Wonderful people, wonderful brothers and sisters, and I really appreciate them. And may the Lord bless you all, and I hope to see you tomorrow around 3:30 p.m. as usual. And until then, we say, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, act differently. My friend, my brothers, my sisters, there's no name better than His name. His name is the Christ. His name is unique. Even Muslim, they don't dare to call themselves Christ, and nobody can call himself Christ. For there is only one Christ, for He is Lord. For He is Lord, and He will come in the judgment day, and He will judge Muhammad, and He will judge me, and He will judge you, and He will judge every Christian, every Hindu, every Muslim, and you cannot get away from that. And even your prophet, the prophet of the yellow pages, he said that the Messiah will come as a hakaman muqsitan, which means an absolute just and justice, and this is in your books, and you cannot deny it. Who will judge? Jesus. Who will be justice? Jesus. How He can be just and justice unless He is God? For no man can be just, and no man can be judged. For men, they are corrupt, and men, they are sinners, and the sinners cannot judge sinners to give absolute justice. Only Christ, His holy name, can do it. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and we see you tomorrow around 3:30 p.m. And if you like to learn more about the cult of Islam, feel free to read my books or to download thousands and thousands and thousands of videos for free I made through years and years of work. Thank you, and see you soon again. Take care.